Caste and untouchability owe their origin to brahmanical Hinduism. But is caste oppression just a Hindu phenomenon?
Here, caste relations are couched in a religious idiom. Whether that religion is Hinduism, Christianity, or whatever, that doesn't matter.
India is about are you a Brahmin or not, and then Tamil Nadu is all about are you a non-Dalit or a Dalit. So the religion is not a problem here.
They say there is no caste in Christianity or in Islam, but is there caste among Muslims and Christians? If not, who then are the Pasmanda Muslims? Who are the Dalit Christians? Who are the Dalit Muslims?
You cannot call Malcolm X white because he became Muslim.
What happened to those communities who converted out of Hinduism in search of liberation?
You let this person sit in front of me, and next day Emmanuel Segran is killed along with a lot of people, and everybody are Christians.
It's a threat. And this kind of a polarizing and threatening language, I've never heard in the anti-caste discourse earlier. This is very recent. When you talk about Christian politics, when you talk about Muslim politics, when you talk about Hindu politics, it is basically privileged caste politics that we are talking about. And in all these traditions, they are having a very tense relationship with the anti-caste thinkers in all these communities.
The demand that Dalit Muslims, Dalit Christians and Pasmanda Muslims should benefit from affirmative action has many bitter opponents. The BJP, Sangh Parivar and Prime Minister Narendra Modi represent only just one section of that opposition.
Within the church, I'm an untouchable. Within my church, the church which I stopped going to, where the church which my elders, my ancestors built, where the Dalit women are made to sweep the church. Why so many years for generation only Dalit women sweep the church?
The assertion of caste-oppressed Muslims and Christians has come under attack from the church establishment as well as from groups of Islamists. But what may come as a surprise to many is that the demand for affirmative action for lowered caste Muslims and for lowered caste Christians has many bitter critics even among Ambedkarites.
Don't do that. Don't do that. I mean, it's the greatest betrayal that you can do to the work of Baba Saheb, Ayodhya or any person.
If you are talking about democratic politics, 4 or 5 castes cannot be allowed to completely dominate any category.
So you're saying Periyar is an intellectual. Periyar is someone who's, talking about, a lot of reformation and everything. He's talking about cutting off the uteruses. Then why he did not cut off his caste ties?
Politicized religion and politicized caste, they are in antagonism to each other.
What Veeramani does is political lobby.
Right now, anti-caste discourse is facing a severe crisis, right? It has reached a plateau. Pasmanda discourse has a counter slogan. It says, "Jiski jitni sankhya bhari, uski utni zimmedari."
I don't want to lose my roots. I am a scheduled caste person. It's not about reservation, it's about the identity.
So can we start democratizing the anti-caste discourse? Can we start diversifying the anti-caste discourse? Can we start decolonizing the anti-discourse? And my sense is it will not weaken, it will strengthen those communities which are leading the anti-caste discourse.
We spoke to two of the country's most prominent voices in the anti-caste movement among Christians and among Muslims, Professor Khalid Aniz Ansari and Shalin Maria Lawrence.
Whenever there is a caste honor killing happens or anything happens, we apply for, SC/ST/POA for the victims. Something happens to me or Kadir, SC/ST/POA will not be, applied.
Caste has to be relocated as a South Asian phenomenon, which organizes power, it organizes land, it organizes knowledge, sexuality, and so on. So we want Jati level data. That will help us in recategorization better. That will give us a sense of which community stands where in terms of representation, in terms of power, and so on.
Join us in this special two-part series as we try to understand the ism of the anti-caste movement among Muslims and among Christians.